Hello Capricorn, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. If you're new, welcome. This is a general reading for your sign. I've already shuffled and laid out the cards, so let's see what's coming up for you now going forward. So we've got quite a lot of aspects coming in to do with monetary reward, so that looks like good news for you. But there will be other aspects coming in. It may be also to do with various other matters, but let's just see what we pick up as we go along. So we've got 8th house here. 8th house is usually about cycle changes or some aspect of your life falling away and something new coming in. It can be to do with relationships. It can be to do with finance. It can also be to do with the rising up of psychic knowledge. So it's also to do with unions. You know, when you come into union or you are in union with somebody. And when I say union, I mean a committed, either a relationship as in a love relationship or a partnership as in a business partnership. When you are coming together or you are together, there's various aspects that have to be negotiated, mediated, sorted out. And that's normally the emotional and material resources of the partnership. So it's saying here that you've got grand trine blessings coming in, and then you've got sensitivity, white Tara. So it's saying that I do feel that this may very well be to do with either the coming together of a union or the material and emotional resources within a partnership that are, I think there's abundance there, and I think there's good possibilities there, and things are going well. You've got grand trine blessings coming in, so this is also to do with various other aspects of yourself. This can be to do with talents and abilities and skills that you have. You may find that the psychic rising up, that the sort of psychic knowledge may be one of them. Maybe that's manifesting for you now, or it's becoming more prominent because you have white Tara sensitivity here, and this is normally associated with the path of ascension. And as you move forward in the path of ascension, your sensitivity does rise up, and so lots of things that you used to do or used to take into your body, or things that, just aspects around you that resonated before will not resonate as you ascend. So it could be that. So your senses could be a lot sharper than they used to be. But it could also be that you have talents and abilities or just inherent skills that you haven't really focused on, or which are now coming to the fore. And these can be monetized. These can be used to help you to move forward, or just to assist you in some way, shape or form, whether it's within your relationship, your partnership, whether it's business or personal, also to do with monetizing things, or just navigating monetary matters in general. The 8th house usually deals with big finance. So this can be assets, banking, investments, insurances, taxes even. And it can also be to do with, in some cases, inheritances, because the 8th house can be about the passing on or death, but it's normally to do with symbolic death, like ego death, or the death of a cycle, or things falling away out of your life that you no longer need. But in some cases, it could be inheritance or legacies that you are creating or you are receiving something from. But with the grand trine blessings, this is something that's coming in for you, or it's something that you are activating that is inherent in you. And blessings are coming in, but it is saying that this is a lovely harmonious energy. It's like aspects of your life are flowing now. So this could be financially, or as I said, in relationships, or to do with other aspects of your life. But it's to do with harmony, completion, and a closure in some cases, and it can also be that blocks that you've been facing in this house, in this last while, will be lifted away, or will simply dissolve, or you'll be able to just flow past them. But with regards to the inherent skills and talents, I'm coming back to that because it's mentioned again later on. It could be that you need to focus on something there, or some aspect that you haven't really, you've kind of taken for granted almost. With the grand trine energy, it's sometimes easy to become complacent, where you just allow things to move This is saying you do need to steer your ship. You can use various talents and skills that you have or inherent abilities at this time to help you to move forward in various ways. So just bear that in mind. Use your skills because there's something coming up or something that is being stirred or something that's being released at this time. And don't, you need to steer your ship. You need to monetize it, or you need to create something from it. But it's saying that blocks and difficulties that you've had will now be starting to dissolve. With white Taurus sensitivity, as I said, with the rising up, you are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. So this can be just a general cleaning of house, but it can also be regarding relationship situations, anything that's triggering for you. Just take steps to sort of limit the exposure, whatever it may be, and anything that's triggering for you, anything that is kind of irritating you or annoying you, and it's because you're rising up in your sensitivity. Just take steps to limit it or to cut it out as need be. Now, we have also got here the, I'm going to go to the second house here now. We have second house. This is also, again, basing on your inherent talents and abilities and your skills. So what you come into this lifetime with, that is what is also being focused on here. But it is also connected to income. So what's coming in for you, however it comes in for you. It's also the house of self-worth, and it's the house of, real estate, property, land. It can also be ownership of all kinds of things. So this can be anything you own, possession. All of those factors come in with the second house. Now you've got Taurus coming in here, and this is a very nice card to be having in this house. Taurus rules the second house. So this can be that sort of monetary, possibly monetary situations are stabilizing for you now with the Taurus card. That's normally the case. But it's also your garden of possibilities. So this is about you creating this garden of possibilities through the second house. So it could be that your income is rising up in response to various things, steps that you've taken, whether this is monetizing skills and abilities you have, or whether you are starting a new business, or whether you are connecting to very powerful people who can help you in business. But monetary affairs are very strongly aspected with Taurus. But it's very much an accumulation of wealth. It's building up, creating wealth. And with the second house, you're going to be using your abilities and skills as well. But it's also tied in with your self-worth. It's also tied in with real estate and ownership and so on, material things. And obviously income. So either you are, with the Taurus card, this is also very artistic and creative energy. So you could again be using your talents and skills to either create a business, which we'll get to as well, it's mentioned again, or you are being compensated for what you are creating or what you are producing at this time. So, but it's also your garden of possibilities. This is about what are you actually doing to create your garden of possibilities. You need to be nurturing it. What are you planting? What needs to be weeded out, what needs to be expanded on or nurtured or fertilized, and all of that. So take that analogy and use that to grow your garden of possibilities. But there's also it could also be that you are going into an artistic field, or you are creative in some way. It could be the arts that are coming in here, any form of the arts. It can also be sensual or tactile things that you are connecting to. So monetary things obviously coming in, it's aspect with Taurus, but it can also be, as I said, anything to do with beautiful things, tactile things like foods and luxury items. All of that comes in. It's a very sensual sign, is Taurus. So this is tactile things. It could even be luxurious fabrics or something like that. Whatever comes, whatever is resonating for you. But it's a very, very positive, nurturing and stabilizing energy coming in for the second house. It can also be that, to do with perhaps with your self-worth. Perhaps you are being, as I said, you're being compensated for work that you're doing now, and that's going to give your self-worth a boost. But it could also be that you need to spend a bit more time on yourself, self-love. With the Taurus card, that is kind of comes in as well, the self-love, the self-nurturing, spoiling yourself a little bit, doing things for yourself. And this can be from a monetary point of view. So this can be putting money aside for yourself. So you pay yourself for everything that you receive. So from your income, a percentage of that goes to paying yourself. That also comes in with this energy. I say that because you've got Maeve, cycles and rhythms. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels and emotions. So this is saying avoid comfort eating, I would say, with the Taurus card, because Taurus loves food and drink and all beautiful sensual things and lovely, all the yummy things out there. Taurus loves that, loves to indulge in that. So just honor your body, look after your health as well. So if you do need to do a little bit of spoiling, it could be, some other aspect of this energy coming in, but it certainly is about nurturing your energy, nurturing your time, and your energy levels. That's what it's about. So honoring the cycles of your body. So when you're tired, rest, and then when you need to be active about certain things, and you're feeling active and you're feeling nurtured, then go forward with certain things. But it's about honoring your body, honoring your time and your emotions. It's saying that an opportunity is coming in for you in this house. So I do feel it's going to be a monetary reward or some kind of reward to do with the work that the effort that you've been putting in, or it could be something that you're planting, seeds that you're planting, and you're going to get benefit from that. Which again is going to affect your long-term finance or your bigger finance as well, because you've got grand trine blessings coming in. But look after your body, look after your health. This is being reiterated, as I said, by White Taurus sensitivity. This is about clearing away things that trigger you, food, drink, anything that you take into your body that is not agreeing with you or triggers you, cut it out or limit it. But you need to be ready for this opportunity, so take advantage, look after your health, so that you're ready to take it on board. Bottom of the Fairy Tarot, Three of Autumn. This is the Three of Autumn card. Follow your passion when it comes to your career. Be the best at what you do. Being compensated for your creative talents. So as I said, this is coming in for you. It's been mentioned twice here. And this certainly is an earthy card. This is also earthy, coin related. And this is about working on your craft. This is mastery of your craft and being compensated for what you do. So whatever it may be in this artistic or creative field, it could be food, it could be anything creative, or it could be in the garden, or it could be land related or real estate related. Whatever it is, it's saying follow your passion. And the Taurus is, as I said, it's very tactile, very loves the accumulation of wealth, but they need to be interested in what they're doing. So follow your passion when it comes to your career and be the best at what you can do. Mastery of your craft, being compensated for your creative talents. I do feel we've also, bottom of the Fairy Tarot is another autumn card, another monetary earthy card. Do more research before proceeding. Education in the form of seminars, going back to school or apprenticeship. Excellent craftsmanship and long-term projects. So the long-term projects comes in with your 8th house from a financial point of view, the craftsmanship, as I said, this is mastery of your craft, and the Taurus is going to be bringing that in. And with the grand trine blessings, you really need to work on this. You've got to steer your ship with this card. Yes, the blessings will come in, but you've actually got to work it. You've got to think about it, do your research as it's saying, and actually think about it, make decisions. We're going to get to the 11th house that's going to come in as well. You may need to work from home, or you may be going to a workplace, or you are thinking about ideas. You could be starting a business with the Taurus card. You may be meeting very powerful people at this time, which is coming in with the 11th house. But it's excellent craftsmanship. That's really what you need to be focusing on. You need to be present in the moment, and you need to honor the cycles of your body so that you can take full advantage of your creative cycles that, go up and down. Some days you're not going to be feeling that creative, so then rest or do something else, So go with the energy cycles that you have, but also spend time on research because it's going to help you in some way, shape or form. I say that because you've also got Dana, High Priestess. You have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. So As I said, with the psychic knowledge that may be rising up in you at this time, but it's also, as I said, your inherent talents and abilities and your skills. It's something that it's in you already. It may not have been activated prior to this point, but it's going to be it gets triggered and then it gets stirred up. Or you may have been blocked before, and now the blocks are dissolving and moving away from you, and now you can really focus on it. Now, obviously, there's communication involved here, so you may need to be monetizing these skills and talents or whatever it is that you're working on, but you may need to learn a little bit about it. You may need to be going to, as it says, to some sort of education or coursework, or seminars, or maybe it's studying further. But it could also be that you already have this knowledge, and now you need to create seminars or courses, or whether it's online or whatever you can do. You need to create this around this knowledge that you have. So now this divine knowledge doesn't necessarily have to be spiritual in nature. In other words, like psychic or that sort of line. You can use this divine knowledge in many different ways. You may be very good at figures. You may be very good at creating money, creating wealth, and you can perhaps package that up for other people. You may also be very good at speaking, because there's communication here, or writing, or something else, cooking, or some other artistic skill, because the Taurus is very much about the arts. So this could also be acting, this could be ballet, this can be sculpture, art, whatever it is. There's lots of ways that you can channel divine knowledge down, and whatever is right for you. It could also be helping others in some way, but there's something that you can actually create out of this, which will be furthering your knowledge. You may need to learn more about it, but you may be helping others at the same time. And this is why it's saying that through courses, seminars, whatever it may be, hands-on, kits or something like that, but you're channeling this, or you're bringing this information down from the divine, from your higher self, from God, whatever is appropriate for you, and then it needs to be expressed, which is what the Dana card is about. So this could be a business for you, or it could be a sideline to your main career, or it could become a career for you, but there's research required here, and you need to be using your skills and talents to get this information in. With the 11th house, this is the house of friendships. So friendships may be important to you at this time to help you with this, but it's also the house of groups, networking, contacts. So as I said, you may be meeting some very important people at this time, and this is about using your contacts and your networks to help you. It could be that also people are coming forward at this time who are not necessarily friends or family, but they feel like that because of you resonate with them, and may be wanting to invest in something that you're doing, or they may be helping you, or they're just supporting you in some way. This has kind of got a futuristic aspect to it, and so has the air element card, okay? So air element is all about communication and manifestation. So all of these things are coming in for you, and so you've got to use this to help you. But this is like glimpses of the future. Friends may be helping you, or associates, or societies, or connections of some sort. But it's also your hobbies and your interests may be highlighted. So maybe this is something that you've been working on. It's got that element about it, pushing your element, your wishes and your hopes and dreams for the future forward, your hobbies, your interests, whatever it may be, and somehow friendships may be coming in, and also contacts and associates. You've got the air element card here, so this is communication, as I said, but this is being very clear. You need to have some sort of manifesto, or to lay out some sort of plan or mission statement, or whatever it is, about what you want to do and what you expect from this. May just be for yourself, or something that you maybe want to produce, but this is being very clear about what you expect and what you want to do now going forward. You may have to, with the fire element card, certainly there's going to be enthusiasm and energy coming in from this card, but you may have to be very clear with others at this time. You may have to get upfront with somebody. You may be challenged. There may be competition. But you're going to have to be very clear about what you're going to do, what you want from the situation and what you expect. So there's going to be some kind of negotiation or mediation. It could also be using logic, reasoning. All of these things come in with the air element card. Technology also comes in with this. So you may be using new technology or an upgrade from your current level of technology to help move things forward here, to bring the future, towards you, to communicate with others. There's lots of ways that can come in, but it's a very much an air element. This is analyzing, weighing things up, making a decision, and sort of sifting and sorting. The research comes in here, the internet, all futuristic communications. You could be meeting people who are like that as well. And it can also be that you may need to travel at some point as well. This can be air travel usually. And it can also be that you may need to just go to a high place like a mountainous area, or you may be visiting that on business or whatever the situation is. Any high place gives you perspective. It raises your consciousness, and you may just get a lot of planning and downloads when you do that. So just bear that in mind. But this is the ultimate card of manifestation, manifesting what it is that you want. And channeling this information down either from your higher self or from God or whatever, inspiration, and traveling to high places or going to a mountainous region gives you that perspective, because you kind of raise yourself up from your normal realm of existence. But technology comes in here, science fiction or physics, chemistry, all kinds of things can come in with the air element card. It's very much an air element, which is the mind. So everything to do with the mind coming in there. We have got Sekhmet, be strong. So you're stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. So whatever is coming in for you, whether you're launching something or researching something, or you're wanting to move forward on something, there's going to be courage required here. And you need to have a very strong vision of what it is that you want. So being a Capricorn, you're going to have planning and some sort of structure in place. But you need to be, and you're going to have the determination and the ambition, which is coming in here. The air element card can be a very ambitious card coming in for you. So that needs to be activated, but you're going to need courage to move forward as well. Now, this is about having a very strong vision. It's a victorious vision. So there can be no victim mindsets with this, no negativity at all. Positive thoughts, positive words, speak things into existence, speak what you want into existence. And this is why you've got the element card. This is being very clear and very direct about what you want and what you expect, even if it's an affirmation for yourself. Be very clear about that. Ignore naysayers and skeptics, and if you find that you're surrounded by people like that, you may have to cut them away because they're going to trigger you. Okay, so be very clear, but nonetheless do your research, do your check everything, go over everything, and really use your skills and talents and do your research to bring this about, but have a victorious mindset in play. With the fire element card, as I said, very strong energy coming in. This is something that gets sparked. It could be desire. It could be enthusiasm. It's saying that, as I said, there could be a bit of a challenge coming in or some kind of competition, but it's also a no-nonsense card. So this is put your cards on the table, be very clear and very direct. You may have to get up front with somebody or more than one, but it's also a clearing of the decks. It can be an epiphany or a turning point with this card as well. So it could be a complete change of direction or a very clear no, this is the way we're going, and it can be a real clearing of the decks, planting new things, which is why you got the Taurus card. So it can be burning a few bridges as well. Take it as it resonates, but it's a very energetic card, lots of courage required here, and it's a whoosh of energy to move you forward. It's also about your desires, and this is why it says follow your passion. Okay, follow your passion when it comes to doing what you need to do, and go after it. It's a seek and claim energy. Seek it and claim it, and claim that energy in for you. If this is it may be personally related. You may have a few friends as well around you where you need to be clear. You may also need to be cutting away social situations or groups or associations or societies that you've been part of which are no longer resonating with you. So you need to weigh it up. Analyze the situation, and then you need to be strong to actually bring that into focus, and you may need to just cut away things that are triggering for you or which are no longer supporting you. They don't serve you anymore. And then finally, we've got tenderness here. This I feel applies to you handling your own energy when it comes to, self-love, self-care, being tender with yourself. In some cases, it may be for a partner, but certainly do not be overly critical. This is about nurturing your ideas and your health and your abilities at this time. You need to be tender with yourself because there's a lot of planning and action to be put in place here, and you need to be kind to yourself as well. Okay, Capricorn, hope you enjoyed that. Please stay on for the love reading, and take care, and I will see you next time.